Do we need to work on that? We all have to work on something. I'm a better chiropractor today because each specific scientific chiropractic adjustment that I do, I want to be better than the other, improving my certainty in expressing and explaining and teaching to practice members about chiropractic. Man, what an amazing, spectacular conference in Orlando. We're getting phenomenal response from it. Already people's practices just in the last few days have exploded. Incredible. What a day. Powerful, anointed. Holy Spirit showed up. Wow. Can't wait for the next C3 conference. Today, I want to talk to you about a few things. As we finish the year, never give up. Some of you have goals that you didn't quite meet. Don't give up. Don't give up on anything that you've set your mind to do, because if you stay on the path, you're going to reach your goals and begin 2025 in a blast, an increase, an expansion. You know, when you think about it, in the Bible, Joseph, he didn't quit. He could have quit, right? He was in prison. He told his brothers about the dream. But yet, look what happened to Joseph. He never gave up. He kept on the path. He was accused of wanting to rape the wife, but yet, after he was thrown in jail, he kept on the path and became the prime minister. How about Moses? Look what happened to Moses. Moses, they called him a murderer. He was in the desert, saw the burning bush, and became the leader of Israel. How about Samson? He didn't give up, because at the end of his life, he was amazing as he really killed all those Philistines. Never give up. Never, ever give up in what you want to do in your life and in your practice. When we're in our office, we always want to expect and look for referrals. You know, what I found is that whatever you're looking for usually is going to sooner or later manifest. So when we go into the office, immediately when we're there, myself, the team, we all are looking for referrals. When you're going out to dinner, when you're going to a show, looking for referrals, where this action of seeking and yearning for referrals are always going to manifest if we keep on looking for them. You know, for example, when a patient says that they're feeling better for their migraine headaches, and really all day long, people say that to you and I, how much better they're doing. Well, as soon as they say that, the reply is, well, who do you know? Who do you know that has the same problem as you? Within 5 miles from our office, there's maybe hundreds or even thousands of people that have had the same type of headaches that you have, that are taking all types of pain medication, that are causing certain types of side effects that they've never heard a good answer, that their headaches will be removed. Will you please tell them about us, or allow us to call them up? Let them know that you found the answer. Or another patient may come in and tell you that they've had stomach ulcers and they've been taking Prilosec for years, or acid reflux, whatever it may be. Well, within a mile from our office, there's hundreds, if not thousands, depending on the population of your community, who have this type of a problem. Tell them, how many people do you know, Miss Jones or Mr. Jones, that have this problem? Or tell them, ask them if they would want us to call them up, myself or my team to call them up and speak to them about their problem. Or here's a card, give them this card, or give them this free exam card if you're allowed to, in your state, do complimentary examinations. There's an urgency. There's always an urgency of getting referrals. Think about that as we end up the year and blast off into 2025. And then we want our offices to be the event place where people know that this is where workshops are going to be done in 2025. People in your community, they know that this is where health talks, where you bring in guest speakers, or where you're a speaker and you're going out to speak, letting your community know, letting your patients know. You know, when we have this mindset of expecting referrals, where we're in the grocery store and you're standing next to somebody that is in the drug aisle. And I've done this many times myself, where I'm in the drug aisle and someone's getting aspirin. I just start the conversation. They say, well, I'm having a real bad headache. Well, my name is Dr. Schiffman. Here's my card. I have an answer for your problem. Come for a chiropractic evaluation. And most of the time, they end up coming in. Now, if I was not bold, and if I was timid, and if I was nervous, and if I really didn't feel that way, that I have the answer, maybe that person, and if I didn't have that certainty, maybe that person wouldn't come in. But most of the times, that person that I talk to in that drug aisle, pharmacy aisle, ends up coming in because of certainty, boldness. So let me ask you a question. How is your certainty? How is your boldness? What do you need to do as a goal in 2025 to help you to have more certainty? Is it studying the C3 manual more? Is it listening to more webinars, C3 webinars? Is it reading different books, or listening to chiropractic philosophy, or getting better with your technique, or analyzing? What I do every day is I sit in front of the spine for 5 minutes at least, sometimes longer, and I look at different points of contact, the lamina, the spinous process. I look at the curves of the spine. I put the spine down prone, and I see my line of drives. I look at the x-rays of a practice member, and I turn it where it's prone so I can see the line of drive better. Do we need to work on that? We all have to work on something, because we want to improve and grow and increase and expand. I could definitely say that I'm a better chiropractor today than I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 40 years ago, or even a year ago, because each specific scientific chiropractic adjustment that I do, I want to be better than the other. And I'm always excelling as best as I can and improving as best as I can. Lighter touch, better palpation, motion palpation, static palpation, always improving, always reading Guyton's textbook of medical physiology so that I can improve on wisdom and knowledge, studying research, chiropractically, physiologically, neurology, whatever it is, to become a better chiropractor, but improving my certainty in expressing and explaining and teaching to practice members about chiropractic. Do you have to work on that? I do. I work on that continuously. I work on that all the time, always trying to help humanity becoming subluxation free. Are you reading more about nutrition? Are you reading more about biomechanics, spinal biomechanics, whatever it may be? What do you have to do to improve your certainty going into 2025, which would actually be part of your personal vision mapping, your goals, so that we can help more people, because it's all about them. It's all about helping people. It's real interesting that Bobby Kennedy, who will become the new Secretary of Health in the United States of America, and I know we're speaking to people today from C3 clients from all over the world, but but he said that he prayed for a number of years every single day. He had such a burden praying every single day for years that somehow, some way, he would be able to help the United States of America to become healthier. And then he said, and there came Donald Trump, and now he's going to be the Secretary of Health. What's your passion? What's your commitment? What boldness do we have in being so disciplined, so passionate, so excited, never quitting, never giving up, like Abraham Lincoln, who had a little store, had a partner, and went bankrupt. And back then they had no bankruptcy. He paid off his debt for 17 years and tried to become president, ran for the Senate. Can't remember how many times he lost, but became the president in the United States of America. President Trump, he never went bankrupt personally, but I think it's about 6 times that his corporations went bankrupt. Became president again of the United States of America, never giving up. Never give up. You can do it. You can do it. Many a call, if you're chosen, you are chosen to go into your community in 2025, helping people receive their God-given health potential. But we have to be bold in our message, never giving up in everything that we're aspiring to do in 2025, especially with our vision mapping, helping more people, more babies, more children, because at least in America, fentanyl, so many people are dying from that, especially teenagers. And here we are, that we have the answer, that we have the wisdom, we have the knowledge to help people in natural health, in chiropractic lifestyle, that people are yearning today for a chiropractic lifestyle, but they never heard it, they don't know about it, and they're looking everywhere for an answer, and you sitting right there have the answer. Isn't that great? That's amazing. With all the wisdom that you have, with all the knowledge that you have, incredible that God has anointed, and I believe anointed, ordained you to lay hands on the sick, that the lame walk, the blind see, right? Deaf hear. I've experienced all that, all those three in my practice throughout the years. It's exciting. It's amazing. When a little baby comes into you that had a stroke, they said, we'll never be able to walk again. And you, little touch on the atlas, and now they're walking. Or someone comes in and they're blind in one eye and never could see. Now they're seeing. Or they come in antalgic, excruciating pain, and you adjust them. And now, whoop, they go from this way to that way. Wow. How powerful is that? But we have to give it out. You know, free. The Bible says, freely you receive, freely give. Sow what you sow, you'll reap. We got to do it, gang. Too many people in this dying, sighing, crying world don't know. So when we come into the office, mindset, referrals, as soon as they say something positive, immediately we tell them, give us their name, tell them that we're going to call, or vice versa, tell them, here's an application, give them our website. They can do it online. We have a health talk on Wednesday. Bring them to it. We're doing a workshop on Thursday. Bring them to it. There's all different ways for you to get them in so they can become a new practice member. Expect referrals. God is limitless. Don't even say, well, now you could say, well, I just want one new patient, a day. Well, that's great. But you could also say, I'd like to have 3 new patients a day, 5 referrals a day, 10 referrals a day. Exceedingly abundantly above all you can even ask or think of. So we need to work the plan, spread the word. There's all these different foundations now, like Arthritis Foundation, Kiwanis Club, right? That I don't know if that's a foundation, but different types of foundation, cancer foundations, all types of rheumatoid arthritis, whatever it may be. You can easily go and speak usually at these foundations and give them the answer. Give them a health talk, a workshop, a lunch and learn. And people, when they value what you are giving them in healthcare, they're going to pay and sign up for corrective care. Serving God by serving man through the vehicle of principle-specific scientific chiropractic. You know, you may not be able to see this, but right up there is a picture of B.J. Palmer, who is standing in front of a jail that he was put in jail for practicing medicine without a license, and all he was doing was practicing chiropractic. And then there's D.D. Palmer, where D.D. Palmer was in front of the judge, in front of the jury, and the judge said to D.D., Dr. D.D. Palmer, do you have anything that you want to say to the jury before the verdict? And D.D. raised his hands and said, yes, I have one thing to say. All I did was help as many people as I could with these 2 hands to receive their God-given health potential so that they can live a healthy life. I did nothing wrong. Imagine that. Imagine that. And all these years later, whatever it may be, 125 years later, you and I here, sitting, talking, engaging, we've come so far. But still today, the majority of the community that you're in, they don't know what we know, but we have these hands to help. So I urge you all in 2025, number one, finish up the year strong. But in 2025, make your vision big. Think referrals wherever you go, whether you're going to the restaurant, give a card out to the server, just keep on giving out cards, thank you grams, sending out 5 thank you texts, 5 thank you emails, even writing thank you cards to people every single day. The more you give out, the more of these seeds that you plant, the greater harvest you will have in 2025. You guys rock. Dr. Ben and I and our team, we love you all. We appreciate you all so, so much. Remember, with God, all things are possible. Speak to you all soon. God bless you. Have a great day.